Am I right, would you say, Mo, to fear the prospect of a treaty with the World Health Organization?
I think anybody who cares about democracy knows that these international treaties have the potential to chip away at democratic accountability. You know, in the UK, we have parliamentary sovereignty, which is underpinned, I think, by popular sovereignty as well. It was built, parliamentary sovereignty was kind of conceived within the social contract, which means that governments are kind of responsible to the people and we hold Parliament to account. And so any of these international treaties that kind of chip away at that, I think we do need to be concerned about if we are Democrats. However, I think, you know, let's not forget the government's always signing these treaties. You know, there was a COP treaty signed this year. Every 2 years, you know, they'll sign some of these international treaties. The difference with these kind of treaties as compared to, say, when we were in the EU, is that they are not enshrined in UK law. OK, so you said yourself, you know, I'll just ignore them. Actually, a government doesn't have to abide by them. It doesn't have to, even if it's signed up. You see this with the Northern Ireland Protocol and some of the treaties that have been signed. So Parliament isn't...
do it?
I think it's a little bit. I mean, I think the other thing that you touched upon in your monologue was the fact that, you know, I think we've always had an international class of super rich who have got similar interests. I don't think that's particularly new, but I think they're becoming very sort of clash conscious. They're very aware of themselves as a global elite, and so I think what happened in the pandemic, as we know fine well, because Neil Ferguson wrote about it in the Times. You know, we looked across at China and thought we could never get away with that. And then Italy locked down and we realised we could, in the free democratic West, get away with that. And then, of course, what happened in Australia and New Zealand and all the rest of it. So I think they are very aware, through things like Davos and through things like WEF, they are very aware of the fact that their interests are aligned. I think also the other thing, I think you referred to some of the leaders as being quite weak, and I think that's right. I think they are kind of, they don't have the guts to have these conversations with their own electorate. So these international treaties kind of allow politicians to hide behind them. Oh, I'm sorry, we've said that it's going to be net zero by 2024 or whatever it is. You know, we've already said that, we've committed to that, so we can't have the conversation with our... So they are a bit wet-willed, you know, they are a kind of bit weak and they won't have those conversations. So they are, you know, they are cause for concern, but they're not a foregone conclusion.